What is up, everybody, and welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, Marvel's Sandman, based off of Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home is probably one of my favorite MCU movies of all time. I love it. Great movie. Big fan of all three Spider-Mans, and big fan of Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman. Is this my most sought after version of Sandman? Probably not. I've seen pictures of this guy online and I wasn't a fan, but after getting this one in hand, it actually looks a lot better than I thought it would. So we'll start by getting a closer look at packaging. You guys know the routine. So we have a picture of all three Spider-Mans here. We have Mr. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Mr. Tom Holland. We have the Spider-Man No Way Home logo here, and on the back we have an awesome image of all three Spider-Mans. And we have a quick little read-up that says, Flint Marko, stuck in sand form, must go with the flow to get himself back home. When I say quick, I meant a quick read-up. Other than that, guys, not much else to show you guys with the packaging. Now, personally, I do not open these cards, but this is my son, so this is pretty awesome. All my carded Marvel Legend figures are actually on my wall, especially my Spider-Mans. So I love when my son actually gets a copy as well, so I can open up his and do a review. So enough of me talking. We'll be right back with Sandman outside of the package to get a closer look. Alright, everybody, we'll start by getting a closer look at accessories, and this guy has two extra sets of hands, regular size grabbing hands, which these are pretty cool. See some texture in that. We have a little bit of darker paint on the top there, not bad. And we have this big set of hands, which are pretty cool as well. Like I said, detailed. A little bit extra paint on the top here, which is great. And we have these forearm pieces as well, which kind of snap onto his hands, just to make his hands transition from going to small to big, which is a pretty cool detail, man. I like it. But yeah, these are detailed as well. This little side fits on over, and then his hands just kind of snap in here like so. Looks pretty cool. Now, I gotta be completely honest, guys, when I seen the initial pictures of this one, I wasn't super impressed. Really wanted a Sandman in original form, or just his human form. I'm a big fan of Thomas Hayden Church, and I love his portrayal of Sandman, so would really like to have Flint Marko from Spider-Man 3. But that being said, I'll take what I can get, man. Like I previously mentioned, wasn't the biggest fan of this one from initial pictures, but now that I have this one in hand, it's pretty good. It's definitely an awkward looking figure. I don't know what it is. I like it and I don't like it. I keep going back and forth. But that being said, I think they nailed the likeness to Thomas Hayden Church. Personally, I think it looks like him. I think the sculpt is there. His hair on top here, kind of showing through, is a little darker there. You can see the sculpt, and this hair is just kind of smooth. They do have a little bit darker paint here, just to mix it up a little bit so there's not all one color, which is kind of cool. Same thing, we do have the shading here on the shoulders, arms, chest, and all that stuff, just to bring out his features a little bit. No abs on this guy, down to his feet here too. The texturing and the detail go all the way through this one. It looks pretty good. And I gotta say, despite how this one looks, the figure itself is very solid. All the joints are nice and smooth on this one. The joints are fantastic. It doesn't feel cheap. The plastic, sometimes Hasbro's been using this very soft plastic on their joints, but this one is solid, smooth, and I really like the build quality of this one, I guess you would call it. But yeah, it's just made well. It just feels very solid. I know he's made out of sand, but you know what I'm saying. That being said, everybody, we had a closer look. Let's go over articulation before I pop on his big hands. So there's a dumbbell joint here, which goes back this far, forward this far. You do have some side to side. There's a little gap here, which kind of looks a little bit ugly, but yeah, it is what it is. Goes up this far, all the way around. You do have a rotation there at the base. You do have a swivel there above its bicep. Double jointed pinless elbows, which are great. Never hear me complaining about pinless joints. Sometimes they're ugly, but I still rather have pinless joints than pin joints. So for his wrist, it goes back and forth and all the way around for all all 6 wrists, which is fantastic. We do not have a swivel here at the waist. Do not have an ab crunch or anything like that. One solid piece. We do have a ball joint for his upper body, which goes back this far This looks incredibly ugly. Reminds me of Jabba the Hutt. I don't know what it is, man. Like, almost like the appearance of a mouth there, and just the way his chest is. But yeah, just me being a Star Wars fan, I kind of see Jabba the Hutt in everything. But yeah, it goes back this far, forward this far, so restricted, side to side. Goes all the way around. The joint itself is very, very nice, very, very smooth. Really nice joint, actually. But it can use a swivel down here just to mix it up. And just this one full solid piece just looks really awkward, and it makes his upper body look very long. So to me, this one is, I don't know, the upper body looks bigger, looks unproportionate. Maybe it is proportionate, I don't know, but it's just not having anything there. It just makes it look really weird. I think that's what I'm trying to say. For his legs, you get almost a complete split there. Goes forward this far, back this far. You have upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, which are great. You can kick his own butt, which is always good. So for his feet, it goes back this far, forward this far. You get a full rotation there as well. So pretty solid articulation. Is it fantastic? No, it's not fantastic. It's decent, and we'll just leave it at that. So let's pop on these bigger hands, because I know you guys want to see what it looks like. And personally, I really want to see it as well. This is the left one. So that kind of fits on like so. These are marked, and you see right here that this says right, or an R2, or an R1, whatever it is. Yeah, R1. This one says L, and this one says R. So you guys know which way you got to put them on, which is cool. And there we have it. With his big hands. Reaching for you, coming for you, almost like a Sandman zombie. Ooh, I like it. Looks pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of that. And if you want just regular grabby hands, we have the exact same hands, just in a smaller size. Well, I shouldn't say exact same hands, because I know someone's going to correct me, but in the same style hands, I should say. Yes. Not my favorite figure out of the wave, but then again, I don't think it's my worst either. That pretty much wraps it up. We'll do a quick side-by-side comparison to Mr. Tobey Maguire and Mr. Andrew Garfield on the side here. Sandman is a tiny bit bigger. Not a lot, but yeah, a little bit taller, but not by much. Alright everybody, that wraps up our unboxing and figure review for Spider-Man No Way Home, Marvel's Sandman. So overall, I am going to give this guy a 7 out of 10. I like the shading and all that kind of stuff. Nice texture, nice sculpt. Definitely lacking some articulation. I know this guy is sand form, so he's going to look plain. But it's, I don't know what it is, man. It's just kind of throwing me off. I think it definitely needs some articulation here in his lower abdomen, whatever the case may be. But I will give Hasbro credit. Love the extra hands. Complete set of extra hands, like they did not give us with the Spider-Mans. And I do like this little attachment too. So you have a little extra forearm piece here, and some big hands, which are pretty cool. And I think they nailed the face sculpt. So 7 to 7.5 out of 10 is the score I'm going to give this one. This one stands up fantastic. They did a good job here. They actually made his feet a little bit wider, so stands up, no issues. So yeah, it's a cool Sandman figure, man. It's a solid release. It's a cool figure to have if you are a Spider-Man fan. Is it a must-buy? If you're a huge Spider-Man fan, I suggest you pick it up. If you're not the biggest Sandman fan, if you're not the biggest Spider-Man or MCU fan, then maybe it's an easy pass. But that being said, I'm still excited, still happy to have this guy in my collection. So as always, my friends, let me know what you think of our score of 7.5 out of 10. I can't remember if I gave it a 7, 7.5. Kind of floating around between the two, but very similar scores nonetheless. So let me know what you think of our score. Let me know what you think of this figure. Do you think Hasbro did this one good? Do you think they could have did it better? Want to hear your guys' opinions in the comments below. As always, my friends, let me know what you thought of our review. If you like this review, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. If you want to support the channel in other ways, we do have a channel membership as low as 99 cents and as high as $2.99. We do have a merch shop as well. We do have a couple of designs. I'm still playing around with the idea of getting a professional to do up my logo for me, because when it comes to computers, my editing skills and my design skills are very, very minimal. But still, you might find some cool stuff there if you want to support the channel. Everything that we do earn from the channel goes right back so we can buy more toys to review, some better equipment, but everything goes back into the channel. We are very, very close to our goal of 10,000 subscribers, just a couple hundred subscribers away from 10K, which is fantastic. A milestone that I never ever thought we would reach. So I want to thank everybody that supported this channel so far. We appreciate your support more than you will ever know. As always, my friends, we hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting, stay safe, go buy some toys.